All right, I'm back on camera. I had a shaving snafu and I lost my beard in the process, and it looks terrible, to be honest with you. But I feel like we have enough stubble going on here and growth that I could be back on camera. Now I have a bunion on my right foot and my toe is curled and it hurts to walk. I'm probably not making it out of 2026, but that's all right. I had a good run, and I am happy with what I accomplished. But before we go out in a blaze of glory this year, we got some video game news to talk about. So we're going to hop straight into it. First time on the channel, hit that subscribe button. Without any further ado, let's talk about some fun stuff. And Sony. You know, the PlayStation 5 has been a very weird console for a lot of PlayStation fans because it feels like Sony has definitely put a very strong emphasis on the live service games thing. And that, of course, comes to us from Jim Ryan and Herman Holst not having a finger on the pulse as to what, you know, PlayStation people like. It's usually more story-driven, single-player content and stuff like that. If it has multiplayer attached to it, that's cool too. But Guerrilla Games has been working on something. They've been working on some secret project, and well, we got to look at it yesterday, and it's called Horizon Hunters Gathering. And you look at the art style, and hey, it's Fortnite Overwatch style, because you know that's what Horizon is known for, really. Like when you play a Horizon game, you're like, wow, this looks a lot like Fortnite. This looks a lot like Overwatch. It doesn't have a very nice visual aesthetic to it. It's more cartoony, anime style, but it just gets worse. The characters themselves seem like, you know, you just threw a bunch of things at the wall and you're like, oh, we have to have a character with funny hair. We have to have a fat one. Like, I don't know. And then you get into the gameplay of the game. Is it a single player game? Not really. It's a cooperative action game. Of course, that means that they're going to be chasing the ever dream of the live service game with this. It's a multiplayer thing. There are like some things that happen in modes where you get like a backstory on a character that you're playing as, because I'm sure they're super interesting. But you just look at this game and you're like, what are we doing here? You know, like, well, what are we doing here? Why is this what's going on? Why is this? Who thought that like this was the move that people wanted? People don't really like these live service games. People don't really like these games that go against like what people are playing. The thing about this game is, and this is really my biggest takeaway with this, you're obviously trying to attract Fortnite players and Overwatch players and stuff like that with this game, with this game's art style. The problem is, like, why would they play this over Fortnite? Why would they play this over Overwatch? You're not really offering anything compelling for people to want to play this game, and I think that's the biggest flaw with so many of these fly-by-night multiplayer, you know, based games that have a strong online component, is they're trying to, you know, pull away people from something that already has a dedicated fan base. It's already something established, and if you're not really doing much besides hoping that the name of the IP Horizon is good enough to bring people over, then I mean you're setting yourself up for another failure. Like, you did this instead of like some AA game from like, you know, a franchise that's been long forgotten. You couldn't do a kill zone or something. Yeah, you had to beat people over the head with Horizon. Like, I get it, it's a popular franchise, but I think it's a popular franchise because the games look really good. And you know, I don't know about this. It seems like a lot of people are not happy with this within the PlayStation community, and the game could end up being decent, but I just feel like we're still in this oversaturation phase where so many companies want to do things like this, and most of the time, it doesn't really work out. Please see High Guard to see how that is working out, but maybe I'm wrong on this. Maybe Horizon Hunters Gathering That's a great name. Maybe Horizon's Hunter's Gathering is what you're looking forward to playing potentially this year. Let me know in the comment section down below. And the final bit of news that I want to talk about, because this is popping up all over the place, is that the Nintendo Wii is coming to the Nintendo Switch 2 via Nintendo Switch 2 Online Expansion Pack. And there's been a little bit of proof that people are clinging on to, and articles are being written and videos are being made, but if you kind of look at what's going on here, it might not be exactly what these people are leading you to believe. I know, it's RGT. He doesn't do any research, but if you do a little basic research, you can see that maybe this isn't quite what is being talked about here. Maybe this isn't quite what is being revealed to the naked eye in this situation. So the Nintendo Wii obviously does make sense from a lot of standpoints as to be coming to Nintendo Switch Online for the Switch 2. You already got GameCube, essentially very similar hardware between those two. You've got the Joy-Cons. They allow you to do motion controls. We've seen Wii games such as Super Mario Galaxy and Super Mario Galaxy 2 come to the system, so it all makes sense from a logical perspective. That could be another console that they add down the road for this. But why is everyone talking about it now? Well, an interesting discovery was made last night, and it's actually on Nintendo's official website. If you go over to Nintendo's official website, you will notice that for the Nintendo Switch 2, there's a support page for the Wiimote on the Nintendo Switch 2. So many people, of course, thought, well, this means that the Wiimote is coming to the Switch 2. You know, they're going to do it like they did the GameCube and the N64, Super Nintendo, Genesis. They're going to make a controller specifically for that and sell it to you, which would then mean that Wii games are coming to the platform sooner rather than later. And if that was all that there was with this, then yes, it would make sense. But you start to dig around this website a little bit more, and then that's when the veil starts to fall a little bit. Because did you know that the Wii is also coming to the Nintendo 3DS? You know, that system that they haven't made games for in, God, what is it now? Almost 10 years. It's coming to the 3DS too. Look, there's a support page for the Wiimote for the 3DS. There's also a support page for discs on Alarmo. You remember Alarmo? Or does you wake up with Mario every day? Woohoo! Wake up, you lazy bitch. Like, when you dig around, you actually see that, you know, it's not really what is being portrayed. It is, for some reason, some weird website glitch in which it's like interlinking things that don't exist and aren't going to exist, at least in some of these cases, into having a support page on Nintendo's website. Now, even the thing about the Wiimote support page for the Nintendo Switch 2 is, well, there's no support given. It's just a blank page. It exists. It says it at the top. But just like all these other things, that's essentially what's going on here. Now, does that mean that the Wii is never coming to Switch 2? Like, no, I think it will. You got to do Metroid Prime 3 at some point in time to kind of salvage the bad taste that Metroid Prime 4 left in people's mouths. We know that Metroid Prime 2 is probably coming to GameCube Online. You got to do something with the Wii stuff. It's obvious Wii can run fine on there. Like I said, it's a little bit of a beefed up GameCube at the end of the day, and I do think it makes sense for that to eventually come. However, this is not an indication of that. This doesn't really have anything to do with it. It makes for a good story because if you just look at the headline, then yeah, you know, this pretty much confirms it, right? But then when you start to dig around a little bit, you quickly see that it's much ado about nothing. So if you see anyone making videos about the Nintendo Wii coming to the Nintendo Switch 2 Online and this being the leak for it, be sure to let them know in the comment section that of their video to go watch RGT's video, because they're wrong. I mean, that's really what it boils down to. And folks, that's what I got for you guys today. Glad to be back on camera. I guess, I don't know. Are you happy to see me on camera? I did like a week of no cam videos and it seemed like it went fine. You know, whatever. Whatever. Let me know what you think of everything in the comments section down below. Are you excited for the Horizon game? Like, I'm not. This is a, you know, this is a game that Spawn Waves are gonna be like, oh, we should all play this game. It's like, no, we're not playing this game, you jackass. And of course, what do you think about Wii coming to Nintendo Switch 2? Because you really shouldn't be thinking that. Because I just told you why this isn't an indication of that, at least for now. In the future, that can always change. And as always, guys, thank you for checking out this video. If you're new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Be sure to like the video, dislike the video, do some sort of interaction with the video. And as always, I'll catch you guys on the next video. Later.